Hello everyone, my name is Alan Boucher and I'm the Superintendent of Schools for Sherrard School District. And this is yet another installation of Tiger Talks. It's a time when I can speak to you about various things that are going on in the school district. And before we get started, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. Hopefully this year will be healthy for you and safe, and that you will be prosperous during the year. We have been notified by the Mercer County Health Department that we'll be able to administer vaccines for our staff and volunteers in the coming days. And so on the 22nd of January, we are going to set aside a day when we will have our staff vaccinated. The Mercer County Health Department will be coming to our school district. And because it is such a long, laborious process throughout the day to get everyone vaccinated, we're going to not have school that day. So the students will be at home and there will be no online lessons. There will be no remote learning. The teachers will not be interacting with the kids that day. We're calling it a remote planning day because the state did give us 5 of those days. We used 3 back in August, and now we'll use another one for this vaccination day. And so we're excited about that because that will add yet another thing to the health of our staff and students, and hopefully we'll be able to avoid more COVID infections as a result of that. And so next Friday, January 22nd, there will be no school for the students. Some of you may have been wondering, what are we going to do about the rest of the school year as far as how the school day will look? In the first semester, we had a 1-hour late start for the students, and then we also met 5 days a week, and the students were encouraged to make a choice as to whether they wanted to be in person or to have remote learning at home. And that seemed to work very well for us. There seemed to be a lot of good positive outcomes because of that. So we're going to continue with that same paradigm for the second semester. So students will still have a 1-hour late start. They'll still be able to choose whether they want to learn remotely or whether they want to learn in person. And we'll continue that through the end of the school year. Interestingly, we had about 21% of the students who chose the remote option before Christmas break. And after Christmas break, we have about 14% of our students who will continue in remote learning. So we have about 86% of the students district-wide coming back to school. And also, we would have more students in person at the elementary levels than at the high school level. So I just thought I'd share that information with you just as a point of interest. I'd like to talk to you for a moment about the transmission rate here in our school district. We have been working diligently since last summer to minimize the transmission of the COVID virus at school, and so we're keeping track of each case and seeing where the students and staff are catching the virus, and so that we can know if it's happening at school. And so far, it's been interesting to note that we really aren't aware of any students or staff who have caught the virus at school. We do have a chart on the website. Actually, we have several charts. We have one that shows you how many students and staff have contracted the virus this week, but we also have a chart that shows the cumulative numbers for the entire school year. And so if you're curious about that, you can go to our district website and look at the community tab, and then it'll have a drop-down menu, and it's the last choice there on that drop-down menu, and you can see what the transmission rates are for our school district. And we're thankful that we haven't been able to see any transmission yet at school, and that doesn't mean it will always be that way. Perhaps we will eventually see something that takes place at school, and if we do, we'll make sure that we respond appropriately when that takes place. During this time of pandemic, it's sometimes hard to put a smile on our faces and stay positive, but I want to end my Tiger Talk today with just a few positive things going on in our school district right now. And Matherville Principal Jeff Schillinger was chosen by the Black Hawk Area Principals Association to be the Intermediate School Principal of the Year, and so that's good news for him. And also our Operation Santa program in the district that's been going on for well over 20 years gave out over $9,000 to our families at Christmas time. Well, thank you for joining me today for the Tiger Talks. I wish you and your family all the best. Remember, you can always contact us through our email, which would be contactus@sherrard.us. You can ask questions, make comments, or just in general share information with us, and we'd be happy to read it. Thank you. Goodbye.